Hello, we're Audible on twitch.gov.edu.png.jpg.org.
Hi, Twitch.
Hi.
.com.
.com!
.com.
www.
DOCTORFLOID.com. We are not sponsored by the radio adventures of Dr. Floyd, but good God, do I wish we were. That's a deep cut for everyone, and doesn't make sense to anyone but me and my family.
Good for you.
Hi, Twitch!
It has been so long.
It has been long enough that we are playing on the same day of the month that we were last time.
Oh shit!
God. Oh, man.
This is the 27th of March. The last time was the 27th of April.
Oh, yes, it
Jesus.
was.
Not
You mean February?
February.
We went back in
Yes,
time.
that is what I meant, and I am not experiencing time backwards like Merlin. And that was not a prediction, because it can't be a prediction, because we're going to meet sooner after this one than...
We must.
I really hope so. Also, the 27th is a Wednesday.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, that can't happen.
Alright.
So we're all comfortable in that was a slip of the tongue and not a prediction. Excellent.
We will make it not a prediction.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, I just got a little alert on my phone that says Nemoro Cultrix is live. Isn't that fun? I think I should just stop playing this game and go watch that, because,
Yeah, totally.
It's very important to watch your friends when they stream on twitch.gov.edu.png.jpg.org.
Oh, well, if it is, then I've been disappointing a friend of mine from back home for a whole while, because he streams like every other day, and I'm like, hey, Frito, you're cool, but I'm not paying attention.
Called out on live on Twitch. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I occasionally visit his streams, but I don't.
I have a friend who streams Magic the Gathering with his friends, and I pop in very occasionally just to see what's happening. Do I understand? No.
Yeah.
I don't watch streams ever.
My thing is, I have settled into a place where I don't really watch streams anymore. Like, because I used to watch a bunch of Critical Role streams, and I also used to watch a bunch of the Chain of Acheron streams, and they both stopped for various reasons at various times, and now I'm in a place, but they both stream starting at like 10 p.m. and going until like 1, and I'm like, I'm supposed to have my lights out at like 11:30, and I don't always, but if I watch something that goes that late, my lights out is going to be even later. So, this is what happens when most of the things that I want to watch streaming are on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Ha 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 on West Shore Coast.
Although, time is going to be weird in that it's going to be regular for the foreseeable future.
Oh, yeah.
Ha 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 ha, regular's your time. Shall we discuss what happened last time?
Yes, last time. Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
So, tell us about the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode. You're the one who watched it!
Yeah!
I need my money sheet. Where is it? Where is money?
No, last time we played, we got to Idan. And we are staying at the Rockaway Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Cool.
We took a bath, which was nice. And then we didn't really do much else other than that.
We're planning to go hunting for Sending Scrolls.
Yes. That's the plan today, and then tomorrow is everything else.
Yeah. Today is the 15th of New Bees. Tomorrow is the 16th of New Bees, which is Journey's birthday, and he hasn't mentioned it yet.
He hasn't mentioned it yet. Motherfucker.
It hasn't come up in conversation.
I know.
But I love that that's like that's a completely unacceptable excuse for this thing which no one else knows about.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't talking about my birthday, so why would no, just writing down the date because I'm really, really happy that I get to write down the date again.
Yeah. It's the little things about not being in Fae.
Yeah. Oh, right. Brushing horns, because that was the thing. So I have just a couple notes on Journey's general hygiene practices now, because 5 gold per day thing in this very nice suite room because we splurged.
Yeah.
2 beds and a pull-out couch.
Yeah.
In Rockaway halls. All right.
Oh, Journey played songs.
Journey did play songs.
Yeah, that was good. And we asked him about them.
Yeah, some common traveling song, which I haven't invented a name for. The Sailing Star and the Failing of the Fair. I'm sure that was nothing. You shouldn't pay attention to when Nemo laughs. That's fine.
Nobody should ever pay attention to when I laugh. I'm just having a moment.
Except we do.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm always laughing maniacally. That's the point of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, and of course, Journey got a couple letters. One from Duke Elagos and one from Bennu. Bennu's was just, "Hey, I'm existing in Rome. I just currently reached the edge of the court of fire."
Does she still have my bird with her?
Yeah.
Presumably.
Are my birds okay?
Yeah, your bird. Well, I mean, she's been taking good care of Yarrow.
Okay.
Yarrow's okay.
Yarrow's okay.
Yeah. That's the one that matters.
Yeah. As we've established, I don't like Bennu.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. All right. It is the afternoon, I believe.
Did we decide to all go sending scroll shopping, or were we going to be like splitting up or stuff?
I thought I think I had said I wanted. Oh wait, somebody was going to go see about chartering a boat.
Were we going to do that today? I mean, we can.
I thought we were going to split up.
Okay, I can go do that. I need sending scrolls, but I think we suggested that Ellie go do that.
Let me find that thing.
Since he technically has connections, though.
Right. Well, Ellie was going to do it, though whether it was today or tomorrow is
the question.
Yeah. Like, Nemo, how much time left in the day would you say there is?
I'd say that the port town actually. Haha. Sorry. I'm looking to see if looking at my notes for how much message sendings cost. Sorry.
I remember them being like 10 or 15 or 25
20
gold or something.
for the you can also just send messages.
Oh yeah. At the office.
Yeah, it's just like it's a telegraph service. Essentially. Sorry, what did you ask? How much time you have left?
In the day, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably around. It's almost 4. But it's a port city, so things tend to open early and close late. You
Also
don't
taking
know.
into account that this is like the beginning of summer, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In terms of hours of light, you probably have until around. You probably have around 4-ish hours of light.
So you say things close early, but is it like
Open early,
in
close late.
Europe where they then open again in the nighttime?
No, open early, close late.
Okay.
Did I say the opposite?
No, you said
It's been a long day for me,
it's okay.
and
It's
it's
okay.
10:30 in the morning.
Yes.
But yeah, they open pretty early and they close pretty late.
So does Ellie have any sending scrolls on him at the moment?
He does not.
Okay, so what Journey's going to do is going to be incredibly paranoid and be like, if you're splitting off on your own, take this one remaining sending scroll that we have in case you get into like insurmountable trouble.
Okay. It should be fine, but sure.
Yeah, Journey's acting paranoid for no apparent reason. Okay, cool.
I mean, he has. I mean,
Yeah, we
considering the
definitely
last
had
events we were part of, he kind of has a reason. So
And also, he's taking his friends to his home.
yeah.
yeah, that's sufficient reason to be paranoid. Okay.
His friends that are not his partners at all.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah, can you imagine that?
Wouldn't it be funny if we both
Okay.
pretended to be partners
Listen,
and both
you don't
were?
understand how much I've been thinking about that.
That's
That's a joke.
Claude. That's
Just
why I
to
wrote that
embarrass
note.
him.
That's why I wrote that
That
note.
is. Ellie has not Ellie, but Claude, me. I have a list of things written down to things that Ellie could do to fuck with Journey when they get there.
Thank God.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
This is what having friends is for.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Ellie takes the sending scroll and if you get me a couple of sending scrolls while you guys are at the office, I'll pay you back.
Sure.
Thanks.
I'm going to stock up anyway.
Mm-hmm. I'm switching us over to the city view so we can actually see the city now. Woo!
Ah, fun thoughts.
Yeah. Where do y'all head off to?
I think, like, on the way to the Sending Scrolls shop, I want to, like, look around for cool shops of interest.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh boy. Okay, that's not my best skill.
I can help if you want. I'm pretty good at
Nah, it's
investigation.
fine.
Okay.
Well,
Is it
okay, maybe.
So who is going to the sending a scroll shop?
Journey is definitely going looking for sending scrolls, like
May
to
get
buy
distracted on the
physical
way
sending
there,
scrolls.
And
I'm
Willow?
I'm going with. I may get distracted on the way there, depending on what I see.
Okay.
So
Ellie.
Journey is actually probably looking for the shop
Maybe if you
itself.
want to help me investigate, I would love that.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
I will grant you advantage by helping you. I will be like, hey, look, that thing's over there.
Okay. 10.
Oh.
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 3.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Get him out early. Get him out early.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anything really interesting. Okay, here is what you see. You see a cartographer.
Uh-huh. Boring. I can't read maps.
You also see a Yeah, you see a haberdashery.
What is that?
Hat shop.
Ooh.
Hat shop.
You see a hat shop.
Oh my god.
And you see kind of a little nonsensically, because you're not really that close to the actual docks. You're sort of heading through the Ivy Market, but you're not close to the shore, relatively. You do see a like fishing supply shop.
Why would I do fishing supplies when I could just simply turn into a cormorant?
That's what you see. Those
Okay.
are the kinds of shops that you see.
Oh, right. This is the city with all the canals.
Yes.
Right, and I splashed you last time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes, you did. Journey remembers.
Journey will remember that.
Journey will remember this. This action will have consequences.
See, here's the thing. Arik will forget immediately, like happened before, and nothing will come of it.
The threat is there, though.
Yeah. And that's really what matters. I think we can all agree.
Truly.
It's the thought that counts.
It really is.
A bad thought.
It's the threat that counts.
The intention
Yeah.
to do evil.
The intention to do evil.
So, we
You
can
don't
roleplay the
the message sending services on that investigation.
So wait, where is this shop that we're going to? Do we actually know where we're going?
I was just kind of wandering. Hold on, let me ask someone. And Journey will actively start looking for the shop.
Mm-hmm. You can roll investigation.
Cool. Yeah, that's 7 plus 6, 13.
13? Yeah, you're it takes a couple of tries. Some folks, like, you start to ask some folks and they kind of brush you off. Like they're running to get somewhere. Kind of a New Yorker moment. But somebody actually eventually does stop. It's actually one of the folks.
You know what? Journey spends some time asking and then doubles back to the cartographer's shop to see whether he has a map of the city with like
Pamphlet.
locations. And then outside of the shop, someone's like, "Oh, I know where that is." And Journey's, well, great.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. A seagull Aarakocra
Good.
is able
Yes.
to point you in the direction of they just call it the post, like the post office.
Cool.
But you do come at it. It's like a big municipal building.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of it. Some of the buildings are fairly tall. This one is actually shorter than a lot of the other buildings that are around it. There are some 4 or 5-story tall buildings in the Ivy Market. Like floors and floors of shops.
Yeah.
But this is like a 2-story building. Has like a little arched roof. It looks a little out of place. With the more modern styles of building that are around it. Yeah, it's a post office.
Woo.
You can enter the post office.
We enter the post office.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a desk where we're selling items
Uh,
of interest to us, namely sending scrolls?
Why is there a bunch of tapping?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're good. It was just like
I thought it would be that loud.
You're good. You're good. There's a big there are a few desks. One of the there are like a bunch of there's like all the tellers. There's a bunch of desks. There's like a bunch of lines in here. You see actually you see essentially a very rudimentary kiosk. Over in the corner, it's this very strange mechanical contraption. There is an attendant standing by it, so it's not all like automatic. It is manually operated. But you see an attendant and it says postage, packaging, and instant message in parentheses I am paraphernalia. Yeah, there's that little kiosk. There's a
We go.
line. There's like 3 or
Oh.
4 people in front of you.
That's not too bad. We stand in line.
Yeah. Let me write down that there's a fun kiosk because I love kiosks.
That's instant message paraphernalia.
Yeah.
So Journey is just there's no okay, never mind. I'm just
Yeah. You see the attendant asks what they want. Takes the cash and like presses a couple of buttons. It looks a little bit like it has like typewriter keys,
Ooh.
like that style. It's a fun. It's like steampunk kiosk moments.
Yes. Willow is fascinated.
Yes. And the kiosk dispenses what they have asked for. You see the folks ahead of you one of them gets like a huge stack of stamps. And the next person gets a cardstock. There's not really like cardboard, but like it's a cardstock box, like foldable box. And then one person gets a couple of sending scrolls. Person ahead of you. So you're up at the kiosk.
How much are the sending scrolls?
I forgot what I said. Did I say 25?
I can search through my notes if you so desire, but
I think it was 25.
this being a different town, prices can be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 25 for a sending scroll.
That's a lot of money. Hold up.
Oh, I am such a. I have here, not in my notes, but in my other notes. Yeah, you had them be 10 sending scrolls in the other town.
Oh, 10?
10 gold, yeah.
10 gold?
I know because I have buy 10 message scrolls with withdrawals of 100 gold.
Okay.
See, this is why I like my accounting sheet.
Nice. They are, they're 20 here.
20 here. Nice.
Not 25,
Okay.
but 20.
20. I will buy 5. That will eat through much of my money, but worth it.
The attendant also says, should you desire to send messages immediately, there is an option to send one through our courier service, which is for a cheaper rate, but you will have to dictate the message to them. And it must be used instantly.
Right, that's all right. I don't have use of it right now. I just like 5 of the sending scrolls.
Very well, very well. 5?
Yes.
For a quantity of 5, there is currently
Yeah, there is. Sorry.
There is currently. We are running we're running a summer special. This is the Sending Summer sales event. Buy 5. Sending Summer sales event. With a purchase of 5, with a purchase of 4, the 5th one is free. So that
Ooh.
shall be 80 gold.
What? What was the last bit?
So that will be 80 gold.
80 gold. Okay, thank you very much.
Journey will get the
And I sit
same.
there and I slowly count out 80 gold.
While that's happening, Journey will get the same deal.
I
Of
am
gold
sorry,
ones.
sir, but I must
1,
complete this first transaction.
Okay, 3. No, he can go ahead. We're together. 4
Oh,
more.
would you like to make
Willow,
a singular purchase?
I mean, what?
Would you also
Oh.
like to purchase?
I'm sorry, you cut off after purchase.
Would you also like to purchase a quantity of 5 sending scrolls?
I would, yes. That way we can pool our order.
All right. 160 gold for 10 sending scrolls.
Yeah, no, Journey's going to give Ellie some selection of those. Ellie, don't worry. He's remembering. We got 10 to begin with, and way back when, and it's fine. We're all fine. So yeah.
If you'd like to make another purchase, you do have to get back online.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. No, we're done, and Journey will get out his 80 and help Willow count out.
She's being very good. She's getting just the gold coins. The gold ones. Because she's learned.
The attendant waits very patiently. The people in line wait less
Do not.
patiently.
Yeah.
Hence
my aiding along.
Mate, Willow,
Uh-huh.
make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Like, I'm not... Like a math check?
No, sleight of hand, like for how fast you can actually do it.
Oh, okay. With advantage, you said?
With advantage, because Journey is helping.
14.
Okay. It takes you a fair amount of time. Nobody has resorted yet to insulting you to verbally harassing you.
Okay.
You haven't reached that point. But you're getting there. But you do get all of this gold. And what is in my...
I think Willow does
There's
not
a piece
even
of...
notice. No, doesn't make sense. It's really hard to balance my crazy perception and insight and then my shit charisma.
I think Willow absolutely notices.
I notice but don't care.
Yeah, but does not care. Yeah, you purchase 10 sending scrolls.
So, Willow, does Willow want all 5 of hers? I'm just asking.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, that's fine. I can keep 3 and give 2 to Ellie, and that way we'll each have 3.
Alright.
Cool.
Yeah.
Journey, it actually while he's at the kiosk, like there's like paper cardstock and stuff there.
There is not paper. There is postage. There is there's cardstock. You know how like you can like print out a box where you got like the foldable. It's got like the indents to fold it. It's like that kind of cardstock, like where it's like it's like a box plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
Do they have free stickers?
Nothing is free. Actually, no. You don't know.
Like for children.
You don't know. Not at the kiosk.
Okay.
Perhaps at one of the tellers, but not at the kiosk.
Has Journey seen postage before? Because
Yes.
I hadn't imagined an official, mail system in Rome, but I hadn't thought that far ahead. Wait, maybe I had. Hold on. I was thinking some kind of weird courier system, but I bet, I bet I have a post office written down somewhere.
There is. I don't think you've actually seen. I think Rome has its own internal postage system.
Yeah, that's the next thing I was going to ask.
Isn't like connected to the greater Chthonic postal service.
That was what I was going to ask next. Was the postage usable in Rome? Which I don't think so.
Usable in Rome.
That's fine.
So to ship things outside of Rome, you would just get external contracts. It's just not through a postal service.
Yep, there's the post office in Rome. Cool. Okay.
Woo!
I know where it is now.
Municipalities! Postage!
Ain't it lovely?
Civil infrastructure!
And actually, once we're done there, Journey is gonna spend some time looking around for either a very nice restaurant or a sweet shop.
Oh, right.
Ooh, sweet shop.
We are gonna come back to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
What is happening with Ellie?
I think at this point, Ellie's probably going to either the Raven Docks or the Cold Docks to attempt to charter a ship. Figuring out how.
Are there rules for that?
I don't know.
Are there rules for that?
Well, there's rules for days travel of a ship costs. But hold on, just let me grab my book. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I have returned from that dark beyond. Yeah, it's very loose, kind of. Costs like all things in the PHB, but according to the PHB, a ship's passage is like 1 silver per mile per passenger, I think. That's what it says. So, ships go a little bit faster than a day's travel. A day's travel is usually like 24 miles for walking speed.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on the ship, you can go faster than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how helpful that is, but that's all the established rules.
It took you 2 weeks to get from Last Gate to Tirana, yeah?
That sounds about
I
right.
think so.
Yeah, 2 weeks
I just
to
have
Tirana.
I think the first thing Ellie does actually is ask around for his sister, just in case.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing with that, but let's see. Do I have any? No, that's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
You do hear. You ask after Gale. Which docks do you go to first?
I think the Raven Docks.
Okay. Yeah, you hear about Gale in the Raven Docks.
Okay.
She's not in town currently. Hasn't been in town for a little while. But you assume she is working on the Twisted Route.
Yeah.
And it seems like she also has been shifting some of her enterprises further down, towards the Sea of Styx.
Gotcha.
Because she mentioned that very briefly when she was talking to you before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you assume like nobody is like they haven't heard from her and they're worried. It's just that she's not in town.
Okay.
But they have heard of her, and it's sort of a mix. Mostly it's not terrible. Yeah. There are a couple of folks who are like very clearly her competitors. Who don't they don't none of them take like immediate offense if you let them know that you're related to her.
Mm,
And none of them like if they clock you as being related to her, they don't like make a big deal of it.
gotcha.
But it's like yeah. You know how it is. It's a 9.
Yeah, it's a 9. All right. I mean, I got essentially what I needed, so. Yeah, I guess he.
If you'd like, you can roll a separate investigation check for a ship, or you can stick with
Yeah.
your 9.
I'm gonna try again.
All right.
I don't really have. Yeah. That's better. 18.
Okay. Yeah. Um.
Because I imagine there's no like commercial going to the Court of Fire, or we're going to Last Gate.
You're going to Last Gate?
Or no. That's not correct. I don't remember what we said.
You could go to Last Gate and then Rome.
Yeah. That's a fair thing. We didn't actually talk about that, so we could momentarily skip back and decide.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, I think
So-
that would be a good idea.
So straight to
Rome.
Straight to Rome will take you depending on the kind of ship you get, the least amount of time it could take you is 3 weeks. It's a pretty big trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks is the max.
Man.
Depending on what kind of ship you get, might wind up being 3 weeks, 5 days. To Last Gate would be Last Gate is pretty easy to get to from Idan. There are ships that go there regularly. So it would be a little bit cheaper to get to Last Gate, and it would be 2 weeks pretty much flat.
Okay.
From Last Gate.
Yeah, because Journey would know how long it takes to travel from Last Gate to Rome.
Yeah.
Last Gate to Rome, it would be maximum 1 week, minimum 8 days.
Oh, right. Weeks are 10 days.
Weeks are 10 days. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And that you would have to probably charter. The thing about getting a ship.
You're talking about a ship for the second bit.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about walking. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking, it will take longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question is, like, in talking about this, it just, if we want to charter a ship from Last Gate if we go to Last Gate, or if we want to cross through the Court of Fire to get to Rome.
Horses again. That went super well last time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wait,
the
what
thing
was that?
about
I missed that.
Horses again.
We got horses again.
Oh, right.
Because that went so well.
Yeah, because that went so well last time that happened.
The thing about getting a ship from Last Gate to Rome is that it's a much shorter trip, so captains are probably more willing to do it for less money, especially because it's like a shorter trip, than it would be to go from Idan to Rome. Because to go from Idan, you might even be able to get a better rate if you want to even go from Idan to Last Gate and then continue on the same ship to Rome after like an overnight of refueling.
Right. It would also actually probably be faster to go to Last Gate and then to Rome.
Okay. Well, I guess that's settled.
I mean, yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Boat time.
But like then you can decide whether you want to. There are several types of ships that you can get on from Idan that go to Last Gate. Taking a sort of freighter ship is less. You have to persuade them. It is less comfortable, but it will cost less money if you are able to persuade them. Taking a passenger ship will be more comfortable, very easy to do, but will cost a little bit more. The timing is the same.
See, the thing about Ellie is that his persuasion is the lowest in the party.
Mm-hmm. You can like try.
I can try, but
also if you take a passenger ship, there is. If you take like a reasonably sized passenger ship, there's like no way they'll additionally be able to take you to Rome on the same ship.
Okay. All right.
Whereas depending on what the freighter is shipping, they may be able to take the extra time and go to Last Gate. Go to Rome from Last Gate. Also, you can just charter a new ship in Last Gate.
That's true.
There's lots of options. I'm just laying them out for you.
Yeah.
Journey is in favor of taking a passenger ship because it's more comfortable. But they have enough money that it's not going to be a huge thing. Okay. But he is willing to take a freighter ship if the two of you feel strongly about it.
I think what we could super care. I think what we could do is we take the passenger ship to Last Gate, and then we figure out a freighter to Rome, because I think that's more doable.
It wouldn't be a freighter, probably.
Or not. Okay.
It would just be somebody's like. It would be like more of a personal ship.
Okay, gotcha. Then we can figure that out.
Like somebody who maybe occasionally pulls freight, but doesn't always. Because trade doesn't really go to Rome.
I see.
Like
it's been picking up, but mostly it comes from Old Harbor.
Most of it goes through Old Harbor, and Old Harbor has a pretty vested interest in making sure that it mostly goes through Old Harbor.
I see.
So it would be a little bit more tricky. Yeah. It's even possible that the ship that you charter may be able to get you within a day of Rome. Rather than taking you directly to the city.
You mean from Idan or from Last Gate?
From Last Gate.
Okay. I mean, Rome does have a pretty cool dock system.
Yeah, it has a pretty cool dock system, but there's a lot of security around it.
There is, yeah.
So it may be cheaper and easier to drop you off maybe a day away from Rome.
Pending.
Okay.
We'll find out when we get to Last Gate.
You'll find out when you get to Last Gate.
Yeah, so we will charter a passenger ship.
Okay, you'll purchase. Gate. So you're just purchasing passage on you're just purchasing passage. Okay.
Yeah, we are just purchasing passage. Yes.
When would you like to leave?
Ooh.
Either tomorrow or the day after.
Let's say the day after, since we're only doing a couple of things today.
Okay. So there is a ship that leaves. The ships don't leave every single day.
Okay.
So the ships leave on the first day of the week. On the first, ships leave on 1. Yeah, the ships leave on actually they leave on 5 and 11.
So it's either today or a
The
few days from now.
21st. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's already evening of today, and I don't think you'll be able to rush back to us in
No.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
I guess we're
It
the
just doesn't make
21st.
sense.
Yeah. I guess we'll
Sorry
charter
to.
for the. No, you're good.
Yeah.
Nah, this is fine. I mean, we've been going for so long. We might as well take a break.
It's just how, because this is a passenger ship,
Mm-hmm.
it's going
Yeah.
in certain days.
That makes sense. So we'll charter for the 21st, and I'll just let them know that that's the earliest I could get it.
Okay, now I have to count calendars. Yeah. So it's 2 weeks. So it would be, you leave on the 21st, you get there on the, there are 30 days in a month? Yeah.
That there are.
Yeah.
So you'll get there on the 11th.
I get there on the 11th of D5.
Yeah. New math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it.
All right. So the passage will cost each of you, 7 gold for a week. Yeah, it's standard passage is 20 gold per person.
Sheesh.
It's a 2-week trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standard gold is 20. A standard passage is 20. Fancy for fancier, the more upscale, the upgraded passage is 25 each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe guess we just do the 20.
Like it's not that it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
It's just
it's upgraded. It's plus.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
You know how it goes. I'm gonna do we'll just do standard for now, I think.
All right. You purchase 3 tickets.
Okay.
To
so 16.
The ship leaves. The ship leaves. So boarding begins at like 10ish in the morning. The ship leaves promptly at 1:45. I actually don't know if I talked about hours, but whatever. We're just gonna deal with it. I don't know how time works.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. Like it leaves like almost midday. Begins boarding like mid-morning.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it will arrive into last gate mid-morning of the 11th. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's Ellie's business. I think on his way back, he's not going to go to any shops, but he is looking to see if he sees anything interesting as well.
All right, roll investigation.
That's a 19.
All right, you do see interesting things. What was Journey looking for? A restaurant and a sweet shop. Okay.
I have a couple specific things I want to look for.
Okay. Ellie, what do you see? You see you're down by the docks. So there's really interesting stuff down by the docks. There is a salvage hut. Oh god, I need to come up with a fun name like Plug's Butt Ugly Stuff Hut.
Yes.
God. I need to because it's so good.
Idiosyncrasies.
That's pretty good.
Idiosyncrasies is cute. Um,
It's all about branding.
I think it's actually it's Rudd's Hull Hull Hull.
Rudd's
Hull Hull.
Hull. Thank you.
It's very distinctive because the front of it is an overturned hull of a ship.
Thank God. Thank God. Love to see it.
Like the back is like built up with bricks and stuff, but the front face is just this hull.
Yeah. I
There
love
is
yeah.
Rudd's
Oh no.
Hull. It's not really a hull. It's too small to be a hull.
Just gonna interject a test. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. There is a door, but there is also there are also hanging from the hanging from the hull, like in front of the door, like a junk version of like bead curtains.
Thank God.
It's like it's fully like mast cables, um, and there's like pieces of sea glass kind of haphazardly stuck into the threads.
This is wonderful.
Roll a dexterity check.
I'm not going in.
Oh, okay. If you'd like to go in, you have to roll a dexterity check. But this is
Okay.
This is...
I'm noting these things for tomorrow.
Okay. Good. You see Rudd's Hull. Let me write down this thing. Because some of that sea glass is sharp. Because this is Rudd. Thanks, Rudd. Very cool.
Thanks, Rudd. Very cool.
You see Rudd's Hull. Yeah, but the thing is that some of it's not that processed. Like he just took it out too early.
He took it out.
Like he didn't get.
It was glass that he found on the beach that wasn't even like tumbled.
Yeah.
Glass trash from the beach.
Some of it is actual sea glass. Like the vast majority of it is smooth sea glass, but not all of it.
See?
And that's what matters. You see that. It just has it doesn't say Rudd's Hull. It just says Rudd's. There's like a sign. It's not even like a sign. It's like block letters, like woodcut letters that say Rudd's.
I see. Wonderful.
You also see what else do you see? I'm trying to think of cool shit. That's the big thing in the docks is that's sort of on the edge of cold docks.
Okay.
Do you head into Old Town, into the Wind Bowl, or into the Ivy Market from there? Because that will determine what kind of things are there.
I think we were staying in the Ivy Market, right?
Yeah, at the edge of the Ivy Market.
Okay. Same, Jez. Probably towards the Ivy Market.
Okay. So you're passing back through the Raven Docks.
Yeah.
You do see. All right. You do see a yeah, Chthon Beach episode.
Chthon Beach episode.
We really could have one. We have time. I don't know if they have.
No.
No. Journey might have, but it's like a shitty beach.
Ellie, yeah. Ellie hasn't.
We're going to the beach later.
Yes. Agreed.
That's what you see. You know what? Yeah, that's what you see. You see a boardwalk.
Fuck yeah.
You see on the edge of the Ivy Market is a pretty substantial boardwalk. It starts technically in the Raven Docks. This is the beginning of the boardwalk, but you see a pretty long boardwalk that sort of stretches out along the Ivy Market, and then it ends sort of at. You see where the Ivy Market ends on our map, our funny little map. It sort of ends there, and it opens up into there's like the boardwalk is pretty much on the water for the length of the Ivy Market, but then it opens up into this into the beach. There's a small beach off the Ivy Market. You see yeah, I did say wetlands. There are dunes. I also yeah, there are
Okay,
dunes.
beach near the boardwalk.
There's a beach near the boardwalk. It is called the Ivy Tide Pool, the Ivy Tides Pools.
That has a cooler name than it has any right to.
Thanks.
Very cool.
It is there are several tide pools.
I'm used to like Newport Western Beach and and stuff like that.
We live in fantasy land. I get to call shit whatever I want.
For benefit of Twitch, we are having a intense conversation on Discord.
We can save this for after. We can save this for after.
I'm getting excited about the beach.
I'm getting excited about the beach.
Yeah, there's a beach. You see also a number of mostly they're like small places. They're not really big restaurants on the beach on the boardwalk. It's like little shops you go in, or it's like not a lot of sit down.
Like a lot of like a beach,
like a boardwalk,
like a boardwalk, like a beach town, like small shops, type thing.
Which is a fairly different vibe from the rest of like the big buildings that are in the Ivy Market. It's fucking Rockaway Beach, y'all.
Yeah.
It's goddamn Rockaway Beach. There's a little taco stand. There's ices. There is also and now I need another name.
For what?
For the big seafood restaurant that you see that is right on the boardwalk. It is pretty much the biggest building on the boardwalk. And it is called Dorsal Sam's Seafood Barn.
Yes.
Amazing.
Fucking good.
Dorsal Sam's Seafood Barn. It is partially in the water, actually.
Holy shit!
It's sort of built out of the boardwalk. It's partially in the water. There is like an underwater portion and an above water portion. Sort of in keeping with these canals that run through the city. And it's a giant seafood restaurant. It's not like It's actually surprisingly fancy in there for something called a seafood barn. It is an upscale place.
There's a place close to or not close, but like 20 minutes, 30 minutes from where I live that's called Angus Barn, which is actually, it's super fancy.
Yeah.
I've never been in there. I've driven past it, and I'm unreasonably afraid of it.
It's
understandable.
I went there for a work thing because it was someone's retirement. It's really fancy in there.
It's also in like the middle of nowhere on a highway.
Yeah, it's nowhere. It makes no sense. Anyway, I'm excited about Dorsal Sam's.
Yes. You also see you see several folks who are just selling like crafts on the boardwalk.
Ooh.
Like folks with a little cart selling earrings, jewelry. Some of them are even
Tourist
just
shit.
like
Love it.
Hmm?
Tourist shit.
Not
Yeah.
really. It's more like
No?
these people have just made things and they're selling them on the boardwalk.
Okay.
Like it's like
Cool.
like locals have like make shit. Like handmade
Nice.
jewelry. Some of it is like made with materials found on the beach. You see one person is just has a you actually see a tall like uh like a big like a cross between a badger and an otter and a weasel. But like person sized. Um that is who's actually packing up um and packing up what looks to be like just a cart where they display, maybe they sell, maybe they just display it, random shit that they found on the beach. And a little bit like and in the shelves and the tidal pools. You see them packing
That's
up.
amazing. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. That's what you see.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've written all of this down.
All right, let's cut back to Willow and Journey.
Yes.
They are looking for a restaurant and a sweet shop.
I am also I would like to purchase healing potions. I would also like to just keep an eye out for a musical instrument shop because that's in my head now. I did notice I have proficiency with herbalism kit, which could theoretically let me make potions, but I don't have an herbalism kit.
Herbalism kit's useful. Does anyone have proficiency with healing kit?
No, but I do have herbalism.
Ellie has an alchemist kit that he hasn't used.
Would you like to ask around for where you could find something?
Sure. Why not? Yeah, I'm just gonna start approaching people and being obnoxious.
Okay.
Hello.
So,
do you know if there's anywhere I can get herbalism supplies or if there's a music shop? Everyone.
Okay. So we'll do Willow first, and then we'll do Journey.
Okay.
I assume you're probably splitting off at this point.
Well, I'm asking as we wander.
Okay. So roll an investigation check. This time,
boy.
Journey is not helping you because Journey is looking for something very specific, and so are you.
Okay. All right. Oh, natural 20.
Woo! Not a major. You actually, the first person that you ask about a music shop, is sort of they're a very they're a very tall minotaur um who looks a little out of place in Idan. Their clothes are a little bit are in a much older style. And they're like an older Minotaur, an older Minotaur woman who is very, very tall, towering over you, and she says, "Oh, you are looking for musical instruments?
Yes.
Oh, I was just coming back from a late lunch. Follow me.
Oh,
I have a music store. Are you coming?"
yes. Excellent. Thank you.
Oh,
Kenny, I will find you later.
All
Get
right,
something from the sweet shop. I'll pay you back.
I shall.
She leads you. You're walking through the Ivy Market. She leads you kind of to a small place sort of in the edge of Fisher's Park and Old Town. It's one of the older buildings in Fisher's Park. It's kind of the classic storefront with like an apartment on top. But you actually see the you see that it's like standing a little bit apart from the buildings in a way that none of the others really are. Because you see a rudimentary elevator has been installed on the side of this building. Um, and she explains, "Stairs are no good for my knees. They're and she knocks on them. Metal.
Oh.
Um, walking is fine, but stairs. Oh,
Yes, I can imagine.
yes. But we're for the downstairs." And she unlocks the door to the music shop. And you see there's no like name on the window or anything. There's just like there's just a music note.
Huh.
A very classic graphical music note. uh yeah, and it seems to be like an antiques music store. None of the instruments really are new. Um they all seem to be old. There are some newer books of music um that you see,
Okay. When
but
you say antiques, do you mean like antiques or just like used? Because
used.
used are cheap and antiques are not.
Used.
Okay.
Yeah. None of this shit is new,
Okay.
except for a few books that seem to be new. There's like is most of it is taken up by um most of
It's
the space is
actually
taken up by the instruments hanging on the walls. Um mhm.
it's interesting if you think about it. Like an instrument that's been used is like less valuable, but if it's like really old, it's like more valuable. At what point does it become old enough that it's more valuable?
Whatever you do,
You
don't
know?
ask this woman that, because then she'll charge you
Okay.
more.
Okay.
But she'll say that she's charging you more because you say it.
I don't know anything. Okay. Willow doesn't know what Jess knows about
Mhm.
instruments.
Yeah.
Willow plays one instrument. She's not a music major. She was not a music major at any point. Okay. I think I've been thinking about like what is the instrument that Willow plays, and I think what I've landed on is like she learned to play like a wooden flute. A
What are
wooden
you
flute is very specific. I don't know if they have that here.
what are you looking for?
I used to play a wooden flute. I don't know if you have any of those.
Let me see. I have um I have lighter metal flutes. They do have, I don't know how familiar you are. They have a wooden piece. piece that you stick in the end. A wooden
Okay, hold
flute. It's just not
'Cause I
like the
think-
reed. She's like, they have wooden
I think
reeds.
the construction of a wooden flute is closer to a recorder
Mm,
than like
yeah.
a more classical flute.
hmm Okay, so yeah, there are there's nothing that's quite a wooden flute, but she does have like a sort of a thicker, heavier. It is still wood, but it is much denser wood recorder.
Okay.
Um,
I think that. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what the construction of a wooden flute is. Because they sound better than record. I'm not sure. Now I'm getting derailed looking up what flutes are. I'm not a flautist. I mean, is there a reed in wooden flutes?
I don't think so.
Hold on. Sorry.
She has something that's not quite what you're looking for.
Okay. Is it close enough that I can still have my
Yes,
proficiency?
you can still have your proficiency. The sound will be a little bit deeper. It will not be as light. But you can still play it, and it will be recognizably the melody that you're going for.
Okay. Apparently, the type of flute I'm looking for is a block and duct flute, which is in a category called fibble flutes. It also includes ocarinas, which I'm having a hard time resisting that I would be able to play an ocarina
That could
because
be,
I am a Zelda nerd. I
yeah.
could maybe that.
I think it would be good for Willow, not to enable you, but I think it would be good.
Yeah.
I think an ocarina is probably something that she can find.
I'm trying to figure out if a side blown like reed flute is something that I could have maybe made in like okay, there are types of side blown flutes. The bansuri is an Indian side blown flute used in Hindustani classical music. Okay. I think that what I play is like a side blown flute like that, like your traditional concert flute, but it's
hmm
not. So it's a little closer to what she might have than like a recorder type thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can find something that's like a light metal flute,
Okay.
or
I
you can
will.
find an ocarina if you want an ocarina. You want me
An
to roll?
ocarina is probably easy to carry around.
An ocarina would be easier to carry around. It's not a heavy metal flute, but it is like a long flute.
I mean, you disassemble your flute and then you stick it in a case.
Yeah.
But I think she plays the flute. I really do.
Okay.
I think she's a flautist.
Good for her.
All right, yeah, I'm getting a flute.
Yeah. It's like a small
My mom
coppery
played
flute.
flute when she was in high school. We have a flute. I've tried to play it. It's hard.
Um.
Yeah, I purchased a flute. I point to it and I go, that one would be. I will try that one.
All right. How much are you willing to give me for it?
Uh, uh,
I don't have a set price in mind.
um,
I'm happy to. I'm happy to make a
um,
little more space for more things.
This is very difficult for Willow, who barely understands money.
Uh-huh. This is difficult for me, who barely understands money.
I think, is there a category in the book for instruments? There is, right?
Yeah.
There is, and it has flute. Oh, geez. What I was eyeballing is more expensive than this is. That's funny. Yeah. Willow thinks about how much money she spent today. She thinks about what she knows of money. The pastries were she bought 100 of them for a lot of money, and then she bought 5 sending rolls for a lot of money. And she looks at her bag and she's like, um, um, 5?
5
5?
gold?
Oh, yes, of the gold ones?
5 gold.
Is that
Quite generous of you.
correct?
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Thank you so much, dear. You know what? I have here a small case for it.
Oh, thank you.
Included, of course. Would you like a small book of flute music? I can see if I can find something.
Here's the thing, I don't think Willow reads music. I think she learned by ear.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't know that.
Right. No, that's all right.
All right. Thank you so much, dear.
Well, thank you.
If you know anyone who's in need of
Do you have
kindly loved
any
instruments,
books of lute music?
lute music,
Yes.
I have a book of new lute music, actually. It just arrived in the post the other day. I was so thrilled. I've been looking, it is so hard when you sell used instruments. It is sometimes hard to get some folks in. So I've been purchasing the newer books of music. Some of the musicals. I've been getting the what are they called? Do you know what they're called?
No.
Okay. I've been getting their books, and this is not a book of recent lute music did come in. Does Journey play the lute? Is that what Journey plays?
I believe so.
Nope.
It's the
No?
lyre.
Pan flute.
It's
Pan
the
flute.
pan
Pan
flute.
flute.
He doesn't.
The
He
pan
doesn't. Yeah, it's pan
Shit, I
flute.
went for a flute because I thought you were playing fuck.
You want to change it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was like, we can't have 2 string instruments. We really can't have one.
Oh my god!
Absolutely
You could
not.
be a,
I
you
love
could be
this,
a wind
though.
instrument duo.
That is real funny.
I
You
love
could
it.
be a wind instrument duo.
I heard that Willow was looking for like a music book of lute music, and I'm like, I am fairly certain there has been a miscommunication.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's your dad.
My dad plays the lute.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in.
You
my
could buy
notes.
Death a gift.
I. Okay.
Way to make him think that you're not dating his son.
Okay.
Which
Willow plays the lute.
also,
I'm changing it.
like the
I play the
power
lyre now.
went out in my room for no apparent reason.
Oh no.
And it did not impact my Discord listening experience whatsoever, but my monitor turned off and so did the clock and the lights, and I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Well-
Jesus.
And
Okay,
now
so
it's
Willow
all
plays
back
the
on.
lyre.
So what is Willow changing it to?
Lyre.
A lyre? How much is the
Yeah.
lyre?
It's a bit more expensive than the flute.
Oh boy. Is there a smaller? Is there a? Now I'm looking. Now I'm looking at
worries.
string instruments. Plucked string instruments, a branch of the zither family.
Oh, zithers are so cool.
Let's see. Dulcimer.
Yeah, lyre's 30.
Lyre's a little hard to carry around. But then I could play a string instrument. Nah, maybe I do
You could play a dulcimer.
could play a dulcimer. That's close to what I actually play in real life. Not really. Kind of.
Do a mandolin.
Well, so dulcimer is the precursor to pianos, hammered dulcimers. Appalachian dulcimers are cool. It's like a dulcimer, but bigger.
Mm-hmm. You get a mountain dulcimer.
Yeah, I don't think I can carry that around. Banjo. A banjo. Hmm. I don't know if that's in character, but I do love a good banjo.
What about a ukulele?
No.
No, Willow's not a ukulele girl.
No. I'm thinking folk music. What if?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me look up folk instruments. Accordion!
Oh my god. I don't know where she would get an accordion.
They might have it here.
No, like, I don't know where she would have got one in the
Oh.
singing wood. Okay, well, here.
An
It's
ode?
it's either a lyre or we're sticking with the flute.
I think the flute is cute.
The flute is
And
cute.
it doesn't cost as much money.
It does make more sense. It does make more sense. We're gonna just be a wind duo.
Yeah, stick with the flute. Would you like to look for, you can look for flute
Pan
music.
flute music? Yeah.
It's all the same flute music.
Okay.
There's no, she doesn't have specifically pan flute
Okay.
music, because it's more of, again, the pan flute is more of a folk instrument.
Right.
But yeah, she gives you a case and a small, it's like a little, like, chapbook size of, like, nursery rhymes. Flute music.
Yes. Cool. I now have
Yeah.
a flute. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, that was 5 gold? Let me
5 gold.
remove that from my money.
Yeah. And she gave you the carrying case and the flute music in that price.
Cool.
Enjoy your stay in the city, young woman.
Thank you very much. I'm Willow, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Willow. Oh. I don't have a name. No.
My name is forgotten.
That's so... Oh, my goodness. You're Willow.
Yes?
I'm Willow.
Really?
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh.
It's such a funny coincidence. It's a good name.
I believe it is. A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
She's literally a minotaur.
She's a minotaur?
Yeah.
I turn into a minotaur. Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I leave. I say my goodbyes and I take my new flute and I leave.
All right. Since you got a nat 20, you also, as you leave Willow's music store, you also find, an apothecary.
Awesome. I don't think I need to roleplay this one as much. I think I just buy an herbalism kit.
Yeah, you can just purchase an herbalism kit.
How much is that?
How much is that? Is a good question. I think it's like 50 gold. Let me look. Oh, it's 5.
5 gold.
5 gold. Listen, I can't read or do math.
It's fine. It's fine.
5. It's 5 gold for the basic kit. 10 gold gives you an extra few things of supplies.
What are the extra?
Sorry, I have to look up. Why do I keep closing this tab? Sorry. Brewing potions of healing. There we go. So it is basically included in the 10 gold. They will actually, if you pay a full 10 gold, they'll give you that winds up including the cost of first potion of healing, which is usually 25 gold.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll
Mhm.
take the additional full.
Yep.
Potion.
So mark
with
that
my
you have
herbalism kit.
a standard. Mark that you have the ingredients for a standard potion of healing.
Okay. Ingredients for?
Yep.
Wait, I thought the herbalism kit itself was ingredients for.
Like you get an extra stuff.
The herbalism kit is required to brew potions of healing.
Okay. So
but-
it's not. It doesn't just. Can I find the potions like the ingredients for it, or is that the thing I'm gonna have to purchase?
It would be a thing you have to purchase.
I'm not sure
So
what the
it's
benefit of it is.
expensive. Well, you get to make them for
Right.
much cheaper.
Okay.
So for a regular potion of healing, which is usually 50 gold, it's 25 gold.
Okay. All right.
That's essentially it. And also, oh jeez, you get to search for herbs and shit. But you already like you have one.
Okay.
Your first potion of healing is free. They also sell additional supplies, not with the healing kit, at a rate of So if you want to get supplies for, so they sort of do like they're doing a deal right now. This is actually like a really small apothecary, so it's actually going to cost less here. So usually potions of healing will cost 25 gold to make. Here, extra ingredients not included with the original price will cost 15. To do a potion of greater healing, it will cost 80 rather than 100. To do superior healing, it'll cost 8,000 rather than 800 rather than 1,000,
Yeah, I don't have
and
that much money.
8,000 rather than 10,000 for supreme healing.
I don't have that much money. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Journey. We don't have
Hi.
much time, but I'd like for us to find Journey a sweet shop.
That's fine. So I'm rolling an investigation check.
Roll an investigation.
Ain't it lovely? Oh, that's wonderful. 24.
All right. Yeah. Which district are you looking primarily in the Ivy Market?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. You're able to find a couple of things.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, we were. Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You find a few sweet shops. I think the best one that you find is in Old Town.
Okay. I'm going to buy like a box of mixed chocolates and stuff.
Okay.
And if I can find one, like a small box of Locum, and then like a small bag of like candied fruits for Willow.
Why don't I know what that candy is?
It's Turkish Delight.
It's Turkish Delight. Okay.
I just don't like calling it Turkish Delight because that's a weird American name.
Yeah.
Not
That's
American,
fair.
but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. British.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Also, everyone in my family calls it Locum because that's what we call it.
And candied fruit?
Yeah, small candied fruit for Willow, mixed. I'm particularly finding a fairly large box of like mixed candies and chocolates without looking at what it is. Like that's very intentional. Like that's a mixed box, cool, grab. Then small box of Locum, small bag of candied fruits for Willow.
All right. Yeah, you find the Old Town Sweetie shop. And yeah, for the mixed chocolates, it's there's a smaller one for 3 and a larger one for 5.
Larger one for 5.
For the Locum, it's 2. And for the fruit, it's 1.
Cool. So that's nice total of 8 gold.
All right.
Hey, I spent 88 gold today. That's wonderful. I like that.
Well, you can spend more if you pay for dinner.
Right.
But
I was
you actually get your meal included in the with your
I know.
lodging.
No, I was looking. I'm looking for like a morning breakfast restaurant kind of thing, like a good breakfast place.
A good breakfast place? That's different from a good dinner place. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was looking for. I didn't clarify. I have since narrowed down on what I wanted.
No worries.
Do you want me to make another roll?
No,
or...
that's
okay.
fine. That's fine. I don't plan that far ahead that this has messed me up. Yes, breakfast place.
Want me some brunch?
Yeah, you do find a night. You find a bagel factory. That's what you find. If that's not good, you can also find something in addition, but the first thing you find is the bagel factory.
Bagel factory is not just like
they specialize in bagels. They do like
the bagel factory is the name of like a brand.
No, it's like a bagel factory, and they have
you mean a bakery?
No, it's like it's a bagel factory. You know what I mean?
Yes, a bakery where they make bagels.
Yeah.
Why factory?
Maybe it's simply because it is called the Bagel Factory.
But it serves them with like stuff on it. Like
yeah,
right,
you can get any combination of anything that you want on your bagel.
Cool. Journey makes note of the Bagel Factory and heads home.
If you'd like to look for something else, you can also, if the Bagel Factory isn't satisfactory. But I needed to have the Bagel Factory be real. But you can find an additional place because you rolled pretty high. If you'd rather find something else.
I don't super care, but I will roll to see whether Journey cares enough to find another one. Evens he does, odds he doesn't. Odds he doesn't. Cool.
All right.
No. Yeah. So yeah,
All right.
Bagel Factory, cool. And then is heading back to the whatchamacallit, the Rockaway Halls.
All right. Anything else that anyone would like to do before you return to the Rockaway Halls?
Nope.
All right.
So Journey will hand the little bag of candied fruit to Willow. Voila.
Oh, thank you. And then I open my bag and I pull out the little book of flute music. And I hand it to Journey.
Okay. Journey puts that away and takes up 3 sending scrolls and hands them to Ellie.
Thank you. Was it 2 or 3?
3. Well, no. I'm handing you 2.
2, because I already have one that you gave me.
Yeah.
Cool. We have passage to Last Gate.
Lovely.
Oh, when?
The earliest they would leave was the 21st. So we're here for a little while.
Okay.
Well, that's all right.
So we have time to explore.
Time to explore, rest, buff up some things, I guess.
If 2 of you don't mind, I'd like to keep most of tomorrow clear of any plans.
Any
sure.
why?
I planning a small celebration.
About?
Oh, it's a yearly celebration back in Rome, you know. No,
Journey makes up a holiday to avoid telling his friends that he has a birthday.
No.
Just rolled a 25 on insight.
That would be so funny.
No, he's not doing that. That was Arik.
Willow rolled a 25 on insight.
Arik couldn't resist starting that.
Willow, as Journey is explaining.
Journey hasn't finished saying anything yet.
But she rolled a 25. No, go ahead.
Keep going.
If you want, you can figure out that it's something personal to him before, like 5 seconds before he says it, but you're gonna find out if you let him talk.
No, I know. Willow goes, as he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I discovered what the date was, we were in Fairy for roughly 6 months, and I'm not sure how aging works, but according to the calendar, tomorrow would be my birthday. So I'm planning a little series of events. I'm planning a good breakfast meal tomorrow and a small Rome ritual involving random chants and chocolate that I'd like the 2 of you to participate in with me.
Willow grabs his hands and starts jumping up and down.
Yeah!
Journey is kind of letting his arms go up and down as it happens. Like,
oh, it's your birthday. How old are you going to be?
Well, if I hadn't been in Fairy, I would have been 25, and so maybe I will be, and maybe I won't.
It counts.
It counts. It's fine.
It counts. Oh, that's so exciting.
Ellie's birthday passed, right? While they were in Fairy?
Did. Yeah. No, Ellie's birthday was before. Ellie's birthday is
was before 19, we started.
Yeah. It was Ellie's birthday was in the middle of when we started.
In the middle, okay.
Ellie's birthday is 19th of Oh God, let me look.
Did we
1 second.
forget to celebrate Ellie's birthday?
Yes, because we were in the middle of something.
Ah.
Oh no.
But we could.
19th of New Harvest is Ellie's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might have been
It's fun.
before we were keeping track of time.
Might have been. But yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all no worries. Yeah, fucking no worries. Yes.
Yes. Well, yes, of course. Anything you want to do tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, that's about it. I hadn't planned a ton. I just wanted to. Yeah.
No shame in wanting to celebrate your birthday. I know we're in the middle of a fucking everything right now,
No, I
but
just there's not a ton of traditions I have. Just kind of eat something nice in the morning and have some chocolates. And I'm doing those, so
I mean, I don't,
if I was back in Rome, I'd get to tell Mystery to stop bugging me. But
history?
my sister,
Oh,
a lot of names, a lot of titles, weird things.
I see. Do your parents know that you go by Journey, or do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no. We have it's naming, not ceremony, but generally culturally, Journey kind of gestures to his horns. We pick a eponym around when we're 16.
Same for us, except way before we're 16.
We don't have that, but I decided it anyway.
Hey.
Party of being transgender. Not literally, but like spiritually. In your
Party
heart.
of choose your own name.
Party of choose your own name.
Well, I did
Yep.
write in Willow's, like, I don't know actually if I wrote it down. Willow's thing is that, like, gender isn't a thing in the woods. She just is gay, and so she saw women and was like, wow, women's cool, and is woman.
So
Decided.
valid.
Just
It's
decided.
so valid.
Yeah. I love that's what Chthon is like. That's what the world is like, literally. Gender is a gender isn't all you can eat buffet.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Might have some wine in the evening tomorrow. I don't know. I
Figure something out.
That's so exciting. I'm glad you told us.
well, I figured I'd get. It's kind of like I'm back in a world with time, and I want to mark the event in particular because it's an event dedicated and dependent on time.
Right, that makes sense.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'd like to celebrate a little, but I also don't want to make a huge deal out of it.
Well, you can do whatever you want to do.
Under no circumstances jump out at me from a dark room and yell surprise.
Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Journey's just been kind of like casual and a little bit, I don't know, like I don't like this attention focused on me at the moment kind of thing. He says that, and like a little bit of steel enters his voice.
Think that close question from Ellie.
What was
You
that?
what?
think that's most likely to happen from Ellie.
Yes.
Jumping out. I don't know if Willow knows of the concept of surprise party.
The thing is, you said it. The steel entered your voice, went right over Ellie's head.
Cool. Can I make an intimidation roll?
Do
Yeah.
it,
Oh no.
please.
It's not an awful roll, it's just a bad roll. 12.
Okay.
Your friend is not intimidated because he's your friend.
Thank you.
Your friend does understand that you're trying to be intimidating, though.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Anything else you would like to do for the evening?
I'd like to conquer the world.
Okay. Make
We
a
know
roll.
that.
For that. Yeah.
Yeah, roll.
Like a pony.
Just roll a d20.
It's a 14 on the die. Do
Nope.
I add my charisma to that?
Nope. The only way it was going to really do something is if it was a nat 1 or a nat 20. So.
Fair enough. No, I think that's done for the day.
All right.
We are good.
You turn in. And do you wake up in the morning? And it's Journey's birthday. And we'll pick up there the next time that we play, which hopefully will be next week.
Yes. Surprise.
Happy birthday, Journey.
Happy birthday, Journey.
I'm now
Happy
going
birthday.
to erase the little number that says 24 and add the little... Well, so now that we're out of game,
Yeah.
do we think that Journey is 25 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. Aging.
All right. Let's say
Aging.
bye to Twitch.
Bye.
Bye, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.
See you next week. We hope.